What's Dr. Malka doing now? Well, I'm mobilizing my neck before we start our stretches. Kind of helps loosen up the joints a little bit, gives me an idea of where the pain is. So we're going from side to side, ear to the shoulder, probably about 10 or 20 times. And then we can rotate. And so I'm doing this mobilization in all the different areas that we're going to be stretching. So anyway, Dr. Malka here, your chiropractor and acupuncturist practicing in Los Angeles, California. And today I'm going to help you with your neck pain. Now we're going to go up and down. First are just going to be some basic stretches, and then I'm going to increase those stretches by using stretches against resistance. And if you've watched my video, you'll know that's my favorite way to stretch. So let's get started. First, we're going to bend the head to the side. You're trying to get the ear to the top of the shoulder. They call this lateral flexion. And you can hold it here for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. If it's really tight, you can hold it for longer. And then come to the other side, dropping the ear down to the shoulder. And when you're doing these stretches also, make sure your posture is good. You don't want to be down like that. You want to make sure your shoulders are back. And that also helps increase the range of motion by the shoulders being back and the spine being in alignment. And then let's go ahead and turn, looking over the shoulder, holding it again, 10 to 20 seconds. And then the other side. And as you can see, I'm doing all these one time. You can repeat these 3 to 5 times. Just pause the video, and then when you're finished, you can continue to follow along. Head forward, and then just drop the head down. Relaxing it completely. Chin to the chest. And this feels really good after even a long day. I always recommend people do their stretches at the end of the day, after the muscles are tight. Of course, you can do them in the morning too, but if you're only going to do your stretches one time during the day, the end of the day is the best. Do your exercising in the morning and your stretching after your exercise, or at the end of the day when you're done being curled up in front of that computer. So now let's continue these stretches with resistance. So we're going to do that lateral bending or side bending again. You're going to bring the arm up like this and lightly push up against the hand, not too hard. 10% of your strength for 10 seconds. And if you want to increase the stretch a bit, try dropping the shoulder down. This could be done 2 ways. Either simply bring the hand behind the back, and as you can see, that rotates that shoulder back and down. Or if you're in a chair, you can just grab the bottom of the chair. And once again, drop the head over. And you can see if I just have it regular like this, see how the shoulder's up? But if I have the arm behind the back or down at the chair, you can see how the shoulder drops down, right? And bring the hand. Now we're going to do this pushing up against the hand for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. So basically what you're doing is you're moving in this direction, but you're not changing the range of motion. So you're not going to be able to see this, but you're going to push up against your hand. And I'm going to show you with my eyes in which direction you want to go. And then let's do the other side. Bringing the arm down either behind the back or on the chair. If you have a lot of neck pain, you'll probably just want to drop it like this. And one other thing about neck pain, if you are having neck pain, you probably should consult your doctor if the neck pain is pretty bad, just to make sure you don't have any underlying conditions before you start these stretches. And drop the head down, put the hand here, and again, lightly push up against the hand for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. Now keep in mind, you're going to be repeating these on each side 3 to 5 times, pushing up for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And you want to switch back and forth. You don't want to come here, do 10 seconds with 10% of your strength, relax, and then do it again. Give the muscle a rest in between repetitions. So I'm doing this side, and then I'll continue on this side, 3 to 5 times. Now I'm going to rotate. You're going to rotate all the way back, and you're going to put your hand here and push in this direction. Once again, we're not changing the range of motion. You can put this hand here or this hand up in here. It doesn't make a difference. And push. So I'm pushing in this direction towards the camera for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then come to the other side. Go as far as you can. Put the hand up. Push for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then you're going to repeat to the other side, bringing the hand up, push towards the camera, 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then the other side, bringing the hand up, rotating your head so you're going to look in front without changing the range of motion. And be aware of your spine too. Make sure your spine is straight up in the air, nice and straight. Because let me show you what happens. As people get older, they get a little more hunched, or again, they're not doing proper stretches and exercises and they have bad posture. Look at what happens to my range of motion. See how far I can turn my head? And then when I bring the shoulders back, look at that. It's huge. And that's true with the whole spine. Even if I'm like this and I'm rotating my body, see how I'm limited when my shoulders are rolled forward? As soon as I bring my shoulders back, wow, look what happens. Because the spine is meant to be straight up and down. So let's continue. Dropping the head forward all the way down. Bring the hand behind the head. And you're going to push up in this direction, again, without changing the range of motion. Go ahead and push up for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then tilt your head back and then push against the hand in this direction. Again, you're not changing the range of motion for 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then drop the head down. Hand behind the head. Doesn't matter which hand. And then push up. 10 seconds with 10% of your strength. And then in the other direction, pushing upwards. Now once again, do this 3 to 5 times. And so if you felt maybe stiffness in this direction or in this rotation, go ahead and repeat those a few times. You always want to do both sides, but there's nothing saying you can't go back and stretch the areas that are a little bit tighter. We always have one side that's tighter than the other. So if your neck feels better, please subscribe so I can bring you more content. Give a thumbs up, a like, share with your friends. And if you have any other issues you want me to address, put that in the comments. Or if you have any questions. We will be launching a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. And I'll be available for any questions you have or suggestions for future videos.